believe that's something that could hamper the investigation going forward. I just want to listen in real quick to what the mayor of Manchester had to say, because he's quite vocal on this issue. Let's listen in.
My message is quite a tough one. It is wrong, it is arrogant, and it is disrespectful to the people of Greater Manchester, but particularly to the families of those who lost loved ones and those who are injured. And so I say to the US government today, from the very top, a clear statement must be made that this will stop immediately.
So as you hear there, Wolf, some really strong words being used there by the mayor of Manchester. And we can really feel here, actually, in the past 24 hours, how the tone has changed from the Brits. When the first set of leaks came out, especially the name of the attacker, they still said, look, we don't believe that this hampered our investigation at that point in time. Now they're saying something very different. So certainly, especially those pictures that were leaked and that came up in the New York Times of the remnants of the backpack that was apparently used and of some of the bomb parts as well. That certainly is something that really angered the British authorities here, Wolf.
Fred, there are some major new developments in the investigation into the Manchester terror bombing. Update our viewers.
Yeah, certainly. It is a very fast-moving investigation, certainly one where the authorities here are trying to get a lot of information very, very quickly because they fear that there could still be that cell active here in this country. They now believe that this explosive device was far too sophisticated for Salman Abedi, the attacker, to have manufactured it himself on his own. So they believe that there is definitely a cell somewhere out there. They've arrested several more people. 2 more people were actually arrested today. They're being questioned, and the police is saying that the information that they're getting from these people is very, very important in moving this investigation forward. They realize that they have to do this very, very quickly. At the same time, of course, they're relying on the public to remain very vigilant, but they are moving forward. At the same time, you have a whole nother angle to all of this, which is the Libya connection and what sort of connection Salman Abedi had there. You obviously have his brother who was arrested there in Libya for allegedly also being part of some sort of extremist cell there. The Libyans saying it's ISIS. We're not exactly clear if that's really the case. But yes, it is an investigation where you see a lot of information come up very, very quickly. But at the same time, the Brits are still trying to pinpoint what exactly the nature of the cell that they believe is active here in this country is, how dangerous they might be, and certainly also who ultimately was behind this attack and how big that cell may be, Wolf.
And Fred, we're getting some more information from U.S. officials that this suicide bomber, Salman Abedi, likely received some ISIS training by traveling to Syria in the months before the bombing. This according to U.S. officials. That set the stage potentially for his carrying out this terror attack in Manchester. Fred Pleitgen, thanks very much for that report. While President